Hey everyone, so we're finally talking about The Way of Kings. I can't believe it's been this long since I think this is the longest I've ever let a video go that I haven't filmed. So I finished The Way of Kings like a month ago. But I kept on putting it off because it's just so daunting to review or make any kind of video about such a huge book and such a new book. Like Wheel of Time I have talked about, but I'm so invested in that world and I know so much about it that it wasn't that daunting to talk about, even though those books are very, very big. But this one is just ginormous. And so I kept on putting off making this video because I just wasn't confident in myself in being able to talk about this series. So if I get stuff wrong, just tell me in the comments. Obviously, don't spoil anything. I am only a couple chapters into um, Words of Radiance. Excuse me. See, I'm already, I am already messing things up. So, but if I get anything wrong in Way of Kings, just let me know in the comments because y'all can be my checkers. Um, so we're gonna go through, I think, just the classic way of reviewing. I did do this in the format of the bet, but it's so much easier for me to do those videos because I have read those books already. And so I know what's coming up, and it's just easier for me to format it in that way for Wheel of Time. But this one, I think I'm just going to do my normal review way, just adding a couple of sections in to add that it's a series and add my brother and my mom's opinions in. So the first part is always negatives. So let me grab my notes here. The early Dalinar chapters with Dalinar, Adolin, and his younger brother. It starts with an R, and now I'm forgetting it. Just comment it down below. Those chapters are really, really long at the beginning. I liked Dalinar a lot better later, but definitely the earlier chapters just kind of dragged for me, so that was really tough. The King and Jasna, I really struggled with a lot. They're just very annoying, and especially Yasna. I don't know if it's Jasna or Yasna, but they are the kind of people that, they're always right. We'll go ahead and talk, and we'll see if that car pulls out. Sorry about the noise. So I grew up with a friend who has this attitude of they're always right kind of attitude. So I think it bothers me more than it would the average person. So Yasna really bothered me. You just have to assume that she's right when you become her friend, and that's really frustrating to me. You can really tell that the King and the Yasna are brothers. That my mom was like, well, you have to remember that she's a princess. And I was like, yeah, but not all princesses are awful like that. Really annoying. And the same thing with Adolin. He's such a prat, and I think prat is just the right word for it. He just he needs to learn how to respect people, and it's just so frustrating how immature he is. And there's only one scene that really got me to respect him, was when he stood up for, I think it was the prostitute or something. But yeah, he's very frustrating. Maybe one or two moments where I really liked him, but most of the time he's just really annoying, and I definitely don't think him and Kaladin are gonna get along. Because now Kaladin's they're in the same camp, and so now I really don't think that they're gonna get along, and I really think I am on Kaladin's side in that fight. But there's not a lot of negatives because I love this series so far. And so that's all the negatives I could think of, but obviously it's been a month, so maybe I'm forgetting something. But let's go to the positives. Kaladin is just written so well, and it's really hard to write mental health like this well, and so I just really, really enjoyed reading that, coming from a background of a lot of mental illness, which is like one of the things Sanderson is known for, so I really appreciated that. I loved how in this book you are thrown kind of in the deep end. You're not told a lot, and you just have to like slowly figure it out as you go, which I really, really liked a lot. So I loved that a lot, and it gets you really excited for when you discover anything. You just like get this little kick of like, oh, I figured it out, or oh, that's what was happening. So that also makes the reread potential way more fun. So like when you reread it, it's like, I know this now, like I get it now. I love that kind of thing. Shalon is amazing. She's my favorite. Just her spirit is so great, and she's TJ's favorite too. TJ just defined her as being joyful and curious, and I love that about her. I love her art. My mom actually, I was very surprised, like doesn't like Shalon as much. She does like the art aspect, but oh my goodness, the part where like she was drawing things accidentally in her art. She was like drawing figures that like she couldn't see, but like she could draw it. That was like so spooky and cool, and I just loved that part so much. So that was like great part. So I loved that, and I love that she's a different magic system from Kaladin, and I loved learning the two separately and like seeing the differences. And we don't really know hardly anything about Shalon, so there's still a lot of mystery there, and also like the mystery of her past and what she's doing there, her goals, and then that being slowly revealed was just awesome. So that was great. I loved Shalon, really everything. At the end, towards the end, I grew to love Dalinar. I love his honor and his drive, and yeah, just towards the end. At the beginning, he was just very slow, but yeah, at towards the end, I really, really love him, and I'm so excited to see what he does now. Sadeas was just like a really fun villain. Like it's one of those like love to hate him kind of villains, so I just like always loved to hate him, and he always like seemed redeemable, so you were like not sure if he was really the villain until he was like bad, like completely villain. And so it was so much fun for him to be like kind of halfway bad, and you're not really sure, and maybe they'll redeem him, and then just like bam, like evil. And it was just so much fun. So I really liked how that like twist was written and everything. And then just like the Seth stuff is so intriguing, and I'm so excited to see more of him, and just like loved like the little spurts we got of him like sprinkled throughout, because he's really the way the magic system really shines, and you can see like the true potential in the magic system. So I'm really, really excited to see more of that and everything, and I'll get to that more in the predictions. So I think that's all. It's really funny, like my mom and my brother's opinions being opposite. I love that because I get to kind of be in the middle. So that was really, really fun chatting about this book. I felt like this book was so much harder for me to talk about, though, because I'm very much in the dark still about a lot of things. I'm just excited for this next book where I'll kind of get the world a little bit better, if that makes sense. So I'm really looking forward to Words of Radiance, and I've heard it's like one of the best ones and a lot of people's favorites. So I'm so excited for that. Coming up is actually going to be my wish list of what I want to happen in Words of Radiance. So really excited about that. And part of that is going to be here in the predictions. So some of our predictions are not in that video because I don't want it to happen. I just think it will. But here are my predictions. I think that Kaladin and Shalon are going to get together. It's just a weird feeling I have. They're going to bond about like being the two ones who are learning this magic system. I think that like when Dalinar gets his sword back, I think his sword is called Oathbringer. Correct me if I'm wrong, but he's gonna like get the sword back, and then he's gonna like chop off Sidious's head, and it's gonna be like the most badass scene ever. I'm so excited for that. And then my biggest prediction for Words of Radiance is that I think that they're gonna like figure out that Seth has like the same magic system as Kaladin, and so they're gonna like work to free Seth, and then Seth is gonna like teach Kaladin. So they're gonna like free Seth in order for Seth to be like the teacher. So I'm really excited for that part. So hopefully any of those are coming true. Please don't tell me if I'm right for my predictions. But those are my predictions. I'm excited to see if I'm like very right or very wrong or somewhere in the middle. It's like the best part about a new series is like writing down your predictions and seeing how bad you were. I'm really enjoying that with Wheel of Time, rereading it, because now I can like see what I thought when I first read and what I think now and that kind of thing. So yeah, I'm really excited for the rest of the Stormlight Archive. I'm just starting off on my little journey here, and I'm so glad y'all can be a part of it. So thank you so much for coming with me on this incredible journey, and I'll see you next time. Bye.